Went to a Ranger game last week. The announcer said it was a good-looking audience, so security escorted me out. I'm not used to playing audiences this size, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like earlier this week, I played an audience of 12 people. It went well, hopefully this does too, and you find me not guilty like they did. I thought I was going to for real big boy prison. I panicked because I don't have any tattoos. So I went out and got a little bit of ink. I got an ST on my left cheek.
Hell yeah.
A P on my right cheek. That way if I drop the soap, it says, stop! I'm not gonna lie to you guys, most audiences catch that before I hit the punchline. I don't think it's fair. I have two sisters. They have two kids. And I'm the one with stretch marks. And I don't even have any kids. I don't think it's fair that songs from the mid-90s are already considered classic rock. But my 97 Corolla is considered a piece of shit. That's not fair. Should be at least considered Creed. Doors wide open. I don't think it's fair that kids pay less for their haircuts than I have to. That's bullshit. Like this used to, I don't think it's fair that this used to be a map of Florida, now it's Manhattan. I realize that my hair falls just the right way. It kind of looks like I have the Mr. Pringles guy on my forehead. Like I'm not evil, but my forehead is. Woke up the other night, it was tying a woman to the railroad tracks. Film music was playing, it was really nuts. So I recently moved to New York from Dallas. And there's some things I really like about New York and things I really hate about New York. But my favorite thing about moving to New York so far is I haven't seen not even one pair of truck nuts. It's a good thing. What I really hate about New York though is how dirty it is. Like everything there is dirty. Even the trees have like a layer of film on them. So like whenever you go somewhere, they say, whenever you eat, they say you should go to the bathroom first. However clean the bathroom is about how clean the kitchen is. That's why I never eat at home. I like to eat at Sonic because it's kind of like eating in a public bathroom. You always put a stall between you and the next guy. You don't want them to know the size of your order. Have you ever been digging in your belly button and find a Cheerio? Is that just me? And then realize that you haven't had Cheerios since you were a kid? I know, it went in a regular, but it came out of apple cinnamon. It was delicious! Could have been worse, I could have said it was a honey nut. Most guys my size, their whole goal is to lose enough weight that whenever they're laying in bed, they can see their own penis. I'd be happy seeing the TV. I don't think you understand how hard it is for a guy like me to understand an episode of Sister Sister when the lower third is eclipsed by my belly. Can't read the subtitles. And how long has ESPN been putting scores at the bottom of the screen? Is that a new thing? Like I didn't even know that Jay Leno had a big chin until I got a Craftmatic adjustable bed. So I drove down here from New York. I drove because I'm scared of flying. I'm not actually scared of flying, I'm scared that they're gonna charge me for 2 tickets. It's so funny, like flying, like me getting on the plane, the airlines have all the power in the world. I'm like, oh God, let me get on the plane. Oh God, let me get on the plane. But as soon as I get through the door, it's like a 180 because all of a sudden I'm like God because everybody else on the plane is going, oh God, don't let them sit next to me. Oh God, don't let them sit next to me. So I like to drive places. Like on this trip alone in Memphis, Tennessee, I saw a strip bar in the same building as a ballet studio. Talk about the shortest walk in history when your dreams shattered. It's like 3 steps in a pirouette. But I started thinking about it. Strippers and ballerinas actually have a little bit in common. I mean, they use a pole, they have a pole, tutus, tattoos, tendinitis, hepatitis. Speaking of hepatitis, I had a date last night. Took her out to a pizza joint because I'm a classy son of a bitch. I'm so classy, I'll make sure I chug my beer to make sure she has an ashtray. That's ASL class for you guys. So I took her to a pizza joint and I ordered a meat lover's pizza. The waitress asked what she wants. She goes, oh, just put bell peppers on my half. I would rather a woman give me a handy for a half an hour, take me to her room and realize that she has a bigger Adam's apple than me, than for her to tell me I'm only gonna get half that goddamn pizza. I love pizza. Oh, I love pizza. I even love the Totino's party pizzas. You know what those are? That's like the saddest party ever, isn't it? I mean, if they define party as in folding in half and eating it like a taco at 4 a.m., I'm Charlie Sheen then. My favorite thing to do when I'm at a strip bar is every time a dancer tells me that she's just working her way through college, I take $1 out of her G-string. Well, if I have to give her $1 to play along with my little fantasy, she's gonna owe me $1 if I'm gonna play along with her little fantasy. Someone spent too much time in the strip bars, I think that they should have a strip bar for lactating moms. Just because I think they should call it 8 maids of milking. It's brilliant. I had to do the, what was it, the legs and eggs buffet. Have y'all ever done that? It's a breakfast buffet at a strip bar. I thought it was gonna be crab legs on a breakfast bar. I know, I still ended up with crabs somehow. It's all right, it was imitation crabs. So when I lived in Dallas, I lived in a bad part of Dallas. Like, my neighborhood was so rough, the kids didn't play Marco Polo, they played Marco Chicken. Marco Polo! Marco Polo! I think they think that Marco Polo was a giant chicken explorer from the 15th century. Like when I lived there, my car developed a gangsta lean, and I don't know if it was because my neighborhood was rough or if I'm fat. And you ask yourself, oh, you're a big white guy. I was sure it's a really bad neighborhood. This is how bad my neighborhood was. There was a payphone in front of my apartment complex. That's how you know you're in the hood. Now, I'm not saying you need to freak out if you're driving through the hood and you see a payphone. It's a big deal. But if there's someone on the payphone, get the hell away. Nothing good is happening. I'm not a very good Christian despite the fact that I had the glue outline of a Jesus fish on the back of my car. Like I always thought that WWJD stood for Who Wants Jack Daniels? This guy. And like I get really annoyed when I see those bumper stickers that say Jesus saves. No shit, of course he does. He's Jewish. I'm just saying, I bet he has a pretty nice portfolio. I'm actually half Catholic, half Jew, a cashew. think that explains why I still watch scrambled porn. Alright guys, I got one more I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going through a little bit of a financial crisis right now. I basically had to stop smoking weed to save money. I know, but it's working because now I can afford to do 2 8-balls every week. I'm supposed to know. I still smoke weed. Smoke so much weed that I have to sing little songs to myself so I don't forget stuff. Like I know, I almost cussed. Like I haven't already. Anyway, every time I leave my apartment, I have to sing a song to myself, and it goes like this. It goes, "Have wallet, keys and phone, keys and phone. Purse, makeup, brush and comb, brush and comb." All right, guys, I'm Michael O'Donnell. Thank you so much.